Welcome to the Dawkins Show. I'm your host, Bria McMillan.
I'm your host, Selena Fillmore.
I'm your host, Anisha Fuller.
I'm your host, Armando Lorado.
I'm your host, Larry Green.
Together, we are reading
Chapter 30
of Uncle Tom's Cabin. What might the last words of advice from Susan to Emily be?
I believe Susan's last words to her daughter Emmeline would be careful and don't look too pretty. That way the masters don't take advantage of her.
Yes, I would agree on that too. You know, Emmeline, she was so beautiful and so valuable. You know, people might try to take advantage of her. So, you know, her mother would have told her, you know, be careful, stay safe, because it's dangerous out there.
And I love you.
I agree the same thing, because no mother wants to lose her child, so she's going to do anything in her way so she don't lose her child. So that's why she's telling the people, like, make her hair curly and stuff so all the people don't think she's a child.
I think she was just trying to protect her from like all the dirty and harmful people out there.
Alright, so my question would be, okay, so in the story, Uncle Tom's Cabin, we know that Susan and Emmeline were sold to different masters because Uncle Tom and Emmeline's master could not afford the mother. How would you feel if you were forced to be separated from your mom?
If I was forced to be separated from my mother, I would feel very devastated because she gave birth to me, and that's a part of me.
If I was separated from my mom, it's like a bittersweet kind of thing. Because some days she's like really adorable, but some days I really love her. So, yeah.
I think it would be very hard. You know, not anybody would just want to be separated from their parents, no matter how bad, you know, you dislike your mother or your father or anything. I don't think nobody would want that.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't want to get separated from my mom either, because, you know, my mother don't leave the world. She only like women that understands me, and I can talk to her about anything. So if I lose her, that's like losing my world.
Alright.
Next question. What do you think was the best part of the chapter and why?
To me, in my opinion, the best part of the chapter would have to be when they was breaking down the hymns and what they all meant.
I feel like the whole chapter was hard for everyone, but I feel like Susan talking to Emmeline and letting her know that, you know, she is her mother, she does care for her, and she wants to protect her. Let her know that, hey, you know, someone out there does care for me, and the fact that Tom was sold to the same master as Emmeline gave her someone that she could be comforted by and someone that would protect her as her mother would. So, yeah.
Question, okay. What are some characteristic traits that describe Susan?
Some characteristic traits that would have to describe Susan, I would say caring and overprotective, because she knows what her daughter might get into if they try to take advantage of what she looks like.
Yeah, I agree on that. You know, she's being separated, being so beautiful. Her mother will, you know, worry very much about her future and, you know, what's going to come to her.
It's going to be best for her.
Yeah,
be best
her
for
character
her.
traits are those of a mother, you know, someone that's going to be there for you no matter what, someone that wants to protect you. Right.
Alright, next question. How might the story be different if it happened somewhere else or in a different time period?
I feel like if it happened in a different time period, it wouldn't be as tragic.
I feel like if it would have happened, let's say in our time period right now, it wouldn't be much of a problem, because nowadays we have technologies that do so many things, unbelievable things. So, you know, with the technology nowadays, you know, we could find their mother and get them back together.
Yeah, I feel like in this time period, it's rare. It doesn't happen as frequently as it did. But like Armando said, with the new technologies and stuff that we have nowadays, it would be easy, you know, for her to find her mother or anyone that was taken. So, yes, I really think nowadays it would be difficult for something like that to happen rather than back then. So, yeah.
Take that for everybody.
The summary of chapter 30 is basically about Susan losing her daughter and Tom caring for like for her and understand like where she's coming from. If I was Tom, I don't know if I do the same thing because I care for people that care about me. I don't think I could care about somebody that don't care about me. And he legit, like honestly, genuinely cared about like how she felt, like losing her daughter and everything, and losing her mom and all that.
Yeah, and honestly, in my opinion, that just goes to show the kind of man Uncle Tom is. Because yes, you know, he reads his Bible, he's a Christian and all that. We learn that throughout the book. But he's genuinely a good person that will care for someone, unlike Larry, if they don't care about you. So yes, that's chapter 30.
I agree.
And I guess we'll see you next chapter.
Signing off.